Hello, my friend. I swear this is not vodka. Welcome back to the campfire. Your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos here. I hope you're well. I hope you're rested. You know who else is resting very nicely? Jason. Jason is resting very nicely. However, we have a Jason movie to talk about, but do we? Do we really? Now, I'm going to give you my honest appraisal on this film. This is, of course, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Screenplay by Martin Kittrosser, David Cohen, and Danny Steinman, and directed by Danny Steinman. Here's the one none of you have been waiting for, or I may be wrong. I know this movie has its fans, but I'm gonna be honest right off the bat, I'm not one of them. Really, story-wise only, I'm not a fan. Everything else I really love about this movie. Now, I'm going to go full spoilers. I'm assuming you know this film. If you don't, not sure why you're watching this. Maybe it's just my beautiful face, in which case, you know, come and gaze upon it. Well, this is basically the Halloween 3 of the franchise, where they tried something different, but not really. I mean, it's not as different as Halloween 3 is, but they go in a different direction than you expect. I mean, I know for a fact it's the most divisive film in the franchise, probably even more than Jason Goes to Hell. We find Tommy Jarvis, now a teenager. He is sent to a country home for wayward teens, I guess. And there he encounters a series of murders. Or I should say, he doesn't really encounter a series of murders, because Tommy Jarvis, for the most part, is out of the picture. He is supposed to be our final boy, but he's barely in the damn movie. He's definitely more in the first half of the film. We follow him. We're introduced to the camp along with him and all the characters, but he is so far removed from the plot that it's almost beside the point that he's there. And of course, the whole idea was to sort of make you believe that Tommy Jarvis had snapped and become a new killer and taken over for Jason. By the way, my legs have broken off. One of the legs are broken off, so I apologize if my mask wobbles in this review. I'm doing my best to repair it. I'm going to find a fix fairly soon for that. So you got wayward teens, sort of like troublemaker kids, broken homes, that kind of thing. They're in the woods. The massacres start when a boy, Joey, who obviously has a learning disability, gets killed by this old-looking teenager who works at the camp, or he's one of the institutionalized, as it were. He gets pissed off at Joey because Joey gives him a candy bar. He goes, "Fuck you, I don't want a candy bar." And he kills Joey with an axe. Paramedics come to pick him up. There's a guy named Roy who's a paramedic there. And you see his look on his face is really affected by this boy's death. We come to learn later that Joey was his son. What? And that's what set him off, a la Mrs. Voorhees. And basically his plan is to kill everybody and to dress up as Jason and have Jason take the fall for it. That doesn't make any sense. That is illogical. Illogical. And not only to the fact that at the end we find out that he has apparently worn a latex mask around his face on top of the hockey mask so that he looks like Jason's wrinkly old head? What the hell? Why would he know to do that? And how would he be able to get that headpiece so that we see him bald and like pale and wrinkly and stuff so that, oh, it's obviously Jason? No, he was just wearing a latex mask. That's just stupid. But it's only there to trick you. To trick you into believing it's Jason. And that's not fair. That's not good filmmaking in my estimation. Let's get to the kills, my friend. 22 kills in this movie. 22 kills. Now, I do have to mention a couple of those. 3 of those are dream sequence kills. The first one, the first scene has 2 kills by the real Jason. That's a dream sequence. I don't know that really happened. We do see Corey Feldman return in a brief cameo as Tommy to watch Jason rise up out of the grave, essentially what happens in part 6, and kill 2 people. But since I count those 2 kills in my count, I have to count Pam's dream sequence kill at the end of the movie when, Tommy's laying in the hospital bed and he takes out a machete and stabs her in the stomach. That is the dream sequence, but I'm counting that, so 22 kills. Whew, that's a lot of killing in this movie. I gotta give it that. And the kills are great. It has really, really great juicy kills, very visceral. They're brief. I'll say they're very, brief kind of kills. But, for the most part, enjoyable. I also did count Joey in there as well, even though he wasn't necessarily killed by Jason, as it were. Let's get to the boobies, and of course, this is the tittiest film in the franchise as far as I'm concerned. There's 4 nude scenes, and they're all quality nude scenes. Well, one of them technically is a nudie magazine towards the beginning of the movie. I'm counting it because I felt like I saw bush and nipples, so I'm counting that as a nude sequence. This movie also boasts the greatest nude sequence in the franchise, and of course, I'm talking about the lovely lady with ample bosoms, who, after post-coitus, after rolling around literally in the hay with her boyfriend there on the grass there, she decides to do a little sunbathing while he goes to take a piss or whatever the hell he went to go do. And she's just laying there naked, and the camera luxuriates on her ample bosom. It's a fantastic sequence, probably the best sequence in the film. I can see, I know the director in the behind the scenes, which I'll get to in a minute, was talking about how they shot a love sequence, love-making sequence, but the MPAA had them cut that. But they were okay with the gore, but they were not okay with the love-making sequence with the ample bosomed woman, which unfortunately is not available here in the deleted scene. I would love to see an extended version of that, because she is my favorite actress. She is fantastic at everything she does. I don't know her name, but I love her. I love her very much. Fave kill goes to random greaser guy who gets a flare in his mouth. This is a very inventive kill, kind of completely out of the box. If I'm not mistaken, this is Roy's first kill. I may be off on that. There's a lot of kills in this movie, but I think this is Roy's first kill as Jason. Of course, we don't see the mask or anything like that, so it could be anybody. Essentially, it probably could have been Tommy. Maybe Tommy did do a few of these kills. That's probably a fan theory floating around. I don't know. Again, I apologize for the wobble, but bear with me. Fave kill, greaser guy, flare in the mouth, ha! This movie's final girl is Pam. Very similar, of course, to Pamela Voorhees. I'm not sure if that was the plan, if they did that on purpose, or they just forgot that Jason's mom's name was Pam. But I thought that was interesting that her name was Pam. Is she a good final girl? No, not really. I feel, again, even though she's connected to the characters and the people that die are friends of hers, or, people she has to be taken care of. She's one of the heads of this, rehabilitation camp or whatever the hell it is. I still don't think she's very successful final girl. Towards the end, she hangs Jason up and things like that. So she does a little bit of action, but mostly it's just her running and screaming and hiding. So to me, she's not a very memorable final girl. A new category in these reviews I'm going to be starting is weirdest moment. The weirdest moment in this movie, a movie filled with weird moments. There's that hillbilly Texas Chainsaw Family. It's very bizarre. There's a lot of weird sequences in that, where like the dude that looks like Little Dubbo from Nothing But Trouble. He's eating soup. Oh yeah, mom. Oh yeah, mom. That's freaking weird. But for me, the weirdest sequence in this film is when we meet Reggie the Reckless. Right? Reggie the Reckless is one of my favorite characters in this, by the way. He's an awesome little kid. We meet his brother, Demon, played by Miguel Nunez. He's Return of the Living Dead. He's a great actor. Demon has his girlfriend, Nina, and they've been eating a ton of shit in their car, like enchiladas and pizza. I don't know what that is. There's like a whole backstory with their dietary restrictions or whatever the hell's going on in their car. And he gets the shits. So he goes to an outhouse, and he's taking a crap, and that's eventually where he does die. He has a cool death in there. But Nina comes just to, play a prank on him and shake the thing, and she's laughing at him. And then she decides, while her boyfriend is taking a crap, to serenade him. It's a very bizarre scene. She goes, ooh, baby, while he's taking a shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, I like this. Ooh, baby. And they start, serenading each other. So to me, that is the weirdest scene in the film, the poo serenade between Demon and Nina. Fave line goes to the hillbilly mom when she lovingly says to her son, you big dildo, eat your fucking slop. I mean, who hasn't said that to their kids, right? I mean, it's, it's like, it certainly resonated with me as a parent. This movie also boasts another first when it comes to the stats. We get our first cat scare in the movie. In the entire franchise, it may be the first ever and the only ever. First cat scare. How many cat scares? 1. All right, nice job, New Beginning. In terms of lore, let's go through this real quick. First of all, we hear someone talking to the sheriff, the sheriff, at least at the time of the movie. We assume this guy, I'm going to assume anyway, is the mayor or somebody like high up, because he's saying, hey, you got to fix this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, the mayor, like in Jaws, and he says Jason was cremated. He says Jason was cremated. And the sheriff's like, did you see that? Did you see him getting cremated? I feel like I feel like the town would know if Jason was buried or cremated, especially the mayor. I feel like he would be on top of that shit. So if Jason was cremated, how does he have a grave in part 6? I don't know. I don't know. That's another reason why, to me, I can discount part 5. Lore number 2, our hero, pseudo-hero, I should say, Tommy, is a vegetable in this movie. What the hell happened to him? How is he a vegetable? In the first movie, he was a very kind of able-bodied kid, and of course, at the end, we teased he had the big eyes, and we thought, oh shit, now he's the new Jason or some shit. That never really materializes, and I kind of wish they did a little bit of that in this movie. I think they tried, but, you know, Tommy's sort of forgotten for the second half of the movie. We don't even see him until really the third act, and late into the third act, that is. So Tommy's a vegetable. He was so traumatized that he's gone nuts, and he doesn't speak. He doesn't really, you know, connect to people. I don't buy that. I honestly don't buy that. Somebody who likes monster movies, somebody who likes creatures and wearing masks, I don't buy that kind of event would traumatize them. And it makes the character really boring and very different from who Tom Matthews, becomes in part 6. The character that, you know, Tom Matthews becomes Tommy, and then all of a sudden, he's like this badass hard charger who's like, I gotta take Jason out. Very different. I feel like Tom Matthews and Corey Feldman are Tommy Jarvis. And this dude, who unfortunately I don't know his name, is such an outlier for the Tommy Jarvis character. It doesn't meld with the other two characters. Also, in terms of casting, the actor they got for Tommy looks nothing like Corey Feldman, in my opinion. Also, as an FYI, not necessarily lore, but we don't really get to see Jason or Roy until an hour and 10 minutes into the movie. So keep that in mind. We're just seeing random arms stabbing and killing people, and then an hour and 10 minutes, he magically bursts through a door like the Hulk or like the Kool-Aid Man going, oh yeah. He bursts through the door like a monster, like a supernatural monster. It turns out it's just a fucking paramedic guy who is really good at latex masks, apparently. This movie's gonna get 3 stars. I'm being fair and brutal here. I should have given it less because I do think very little of the movie. But I'm gonna be honest, the kills are great. There's a lot of kills, and there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful nudity. In terms of special features on this puppy, we've got the next installment, the 5th installment of Lost Tales from Camp Blood. It runs about 7 minutes. Then we have a documentary on New Beginning itself, A New Beginning itself, I should say. And that one is fairly short. It's 11 minutes, and it doesn't really touch on everything. It doesn't really interview everybody either. You get the actor who played Roy. Reggie the Reckless shows up, and Danny Steinman, the director. He seems like a really tired old dude. Like, you hear him talking, he's like, yeah, well, it's like, they want me to do a Jason movie. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I don't know. He seems like he's very low energy. But it's still very informative, sort of figuring out, what the idea was behind, the genesis of the project, all this stuff. Also, for more information, there's 3 commentary tracks. One is a fan commentary by Adam Green and Joe Lynch, but the other ones are, actor and cast and crew related. So 3 commentaries on this one, believe it or not. There's also another documentary. It's the 2nd installment of the Crystal Lake Massacre pseudo-true crime documentary. It runs about 10 minutes. And, again, it's a sort of a tongue-in-cheek mockumentary type of thing. So, again, if you've been watching it, if you watched the first one, this is the 2nd installment if you enjoy it. Unfortunately, I skipped it because I felt like I needed just more material on the movies themselves. Well, that'll do, Pig. I hope you enjoyed this review for Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Part 5. For me, the most divisive in the franchise because it's not a Jason movie and it feels very much like a Halloween 3. And keep in mind, let's be honest, nobody liked Halloween 3 in the beginning. Nobody liked Halloween 3. You can't tell me you saw Halloween 3 and you're like, awesome! This is fantastic! It grew on me. It grew on you. Be honest with yourself. The first time you saw it, you hated it. The first time you saw this, you hated it. Don't tell me you liked it. Oh, yeah. No, it's not even Jason. Oh, awesome. I don't care. Come on. Be honest. I mean, if they had gone another direction and maybe established a new killer, or maybe if at the end of this movie there's a tease that Tommy's about to kill Pam for real, he has the hockey mask on, Roy's mask, and he's going to continue. And then part 6 was Tommy escaped the hospital. He killed Pam. The police are looking for him. Well, then we're talking about a different franchise, and that's even more exciting. Let me know your opinion down below, please. Like I said, this is, like I always say, this is a two-way conversation. I want to hear what you think. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you do, you'll see me tomorrow. Master Chaos comes at you daily, sometimes twice, when I'm doing a Master Chaos theater like this. for now, pal, it's time to douse the campfire here and pull the curtain on the silver screen. I hope you enjoyed this review. I enjoyed my time with you. Let's talk again soon. Next time I'll be doing part 6, and hopefully I'll have my glasses fixed by then. So come back and see if my glasses are fixed, if for nothing else. Okay, my friend, until we meet again, I wish you a very pleasant good day, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. I have been your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos, and you have been entertained.